license plates in Florida, it would be a number. And like it would, for example, it could say 1 dash and then a number, and that 1 signified that you were from Dade County, Florida, because Dade County, Florida was the most populous county. Number 2 was Hillsborough County, was Duval County. I believe 3 was Hillsborough. Lynn County, where I live now in Tallahassee, was 13. Wakulla County, there are 67 counties in Florida. Wakulla County was number 66. So there were not a lot of people that lived there. And in fact, it wasn't until 1973, I think it was, that we even got a motel in Wakulla County, which was inconvenient for some people. And but some people figured out a long time ago that there's these power lines that come from St. Mark's back to Tallahassee. It's a big swath, comes through the national forest, and you can go out there at night. And if you don't, since you don't have a motel, you can go out there, if you know what I'm talking about. And there are these huge power wires, and everything's mowed out real nice, and these huge power wires are there. And I don't know when it was, but it was a number of years ago, some old boy figured out that you can take your truck. These poles are not actually in the ground. They sit up on these platforms. And you can take your truck and go up there and like put it right up against that pole and dump the clutch. And when you did, it would give that thing a push, and it would send a ripple down the wires all the way down to the next set of poles. And it'd do one of these, and it'd come back. And then if you timed it, if you were good at this, when it timed it, you could come back and dump your clutch again, and it would do it again, and you could get that dude rocking back and forth. And sooner or later, it would rock back, that the wires, these big cables, would start rattling in the insulators, and you get these cascading sparks coming down. It was really cool.
I remember my first beer.
There's 7 million kilowatts running right above our heads. And that's a whole lot of juice, you know, but it's enough to kill us dead. And there's a tingle that creeps across my skin, runs down my spine, up again. And I can feel electricity with every hungry touch. We're sliding kind of slippery like on the hot hood of my truck. And it's what you call a double sin. It's what I'm doing to her, it's what you're doing to him. Oh, but we could not go to your place, and we sure can't go to mine. So we're out here going at it, parked beneath these power lines. Well, now I pulled up to the power pole, give it a little thump. I seen you cut your eyes at me, and I just popped my clutch. And little flaming sparks lit up the dark. They come raining down like little burning hearts. Oh, but we could not go to your place, and we sure can't go to mine. So we're out here going at it, parked beneath these power lines. It's high voltage wires and distant stars. It's everything I need, I just want more. Signs are everywhere, danger keep away. I hear you whisper to yourself, say, well, this looks like the perfect place. There's a crackling, buzzing sound. It's shooting down from up above. The current's ripping through the air. I feel it, it's a burning in my blood. I feel it pumping through my veins. It's a deadly force. I start to work on you like a welding tool. Oh, but we could not go to your place, and we sure can't go to mine. So we're out here going at it, parked beneath these power lines. I said we're out here going at it. So can I when I moved back from Nicaragua, I had this. I started writing these songs. I had this idea that I could write songs and go to Nashville and they would be interested in them. It didn't really work out that way, but I made a few pilgrimages up there, and I made a pilgrimage up there to this thing they call Play for Publishers. It's this deal. There's a woman who gets these A&R people and publishers and stuff together and gets kind of slumped over songwriters like myself to come in and play their songs for them, and they critique them. And I took that song there. There was me and 11 other songwriters, and most of whom were women. I think there were 9 of them were women, 3 were guys. And so anyhow, I got up there and I played my little song, Powerlines, in front of this table where all these people were up there, and they had their lyrics. They were sitting there looking at their lyrics, you know, while you're singing. And so I did that, and I got through, and it got real quiet. I got through this song, and the woman who heads the thing up, whose name I will not mention, said,
Barbara Floyd. Right? Am I right?
Yeah, I ain't saying. Yeah, you're right. And so she looked at that paper and she says, "This is probably the creepiest song I have ever heard." And she said, "In that line, you start to work on me like a welding torch. Girls, who out there wants to get worked on like a welding torch?" And all these girls went like this. So, yeah, I was vindicated.
Have you seen her big toe, though? It's not pretty. So she ain't got it all.